How you doing? So Lonnie and I were in a band together a lifetime ago, and it was fun. Someone I knows, someone I knows somehow using one platform. I think maybe Vimeo, and he can broadcast to Facebook, YouTube, etc. from one camera. Oh, that would be really nice. That would be really nice. Dan Quinn says, "What's up, Sully? What's up, Danny? How are you?" Dave Jones. Good morning, Sully. Good morning, Dave. Dustin has the good question that we'll start out with. What was Sully's first good guitar growing up? We'll talk about that. Dave. Oh, really interesting. Assistant customer order range price on the average. Dave, best answer for you is to go to sullyguitars.com. There is a 624 page there. It does kind of have basic pricing information. Custom order books are closed right now. However, um, the conspiracy series, uh, branding. The conspiracy series, the 624 will be in. Oh boy, sorry about that. Tripod's a little loose. The 624 will be in the conspiracy series, and I will have the prototypes for them pretty soon. And pre-orders for those will happen also pretty soon. And pricing for those are expected to be around starting at like 1,099, I think. Yes, based on the no. Okay, but as far as like custom stuff goes, check out sellyguitars.com. There's a little bit more information. Doug Hauer is a great guy. Yes, that is 100% true. It's his birthday today too, so you should all wish Doug Hauer a happy birthday. It's also one of my best friend's birthdays, so I don't know if he's watching. Last we talked earlier this morning, he could be mowing his lawn. Welcome to our 4 YouTube video viewers. I'm going to eat this strawberry in your honor. You know, that's a fucking flavorful strawberry. So feel good about that. And I feel good that you're here. And I'm going to do the best that I can to always include you, dear Facebook viewers, all 4 of you right now, you beautiful 4 people. I can actually see you. Technology. And you are all very lovely. You look great this morning, and I feel better that you're here. And we'll try and, who's we? I will try and regularly fire up that camera along with this camera for the Facebook live stream to invite you into Breakfast with Sully. It's not particularly entertaining, but it's just something that I do on Saturdays. Derek says, "Hey man, hey Derek, how you doing?" Deb Sanzo is watching. Love it. Good morning. Dan is watching. That works within budget, says Dave. What's creepy, Dave? That I can see you. No, well, the Titan guitars that are at the Fuzz show, they don't have their own booth, but they're in part of a larger booth, Lillian. So you'll see them. I forget what it is, but if you follow Cowher Guitars on Instagram, you should. You should also follow Sully Guitars on Instagram. Damn it. Best Saturday show. Good morning, Tammy Davis Turner. It is nice to enjoy your morning greetings. What was my first good guitar? My first good electric guitar. Well, let me back up a little bit because my first electric guitar was pretty decent. It was pretty good, and it was made in the '60s in the Japanese Matsumoku factory for a company called Maxitone. And what's up, Waddy? So far, the pineapple has been stellar. So it was a company called Maxitone, and it was kind of like the retro futuristic styles of the '60s, kind of like Jetsons looking, and it was kind of like it was kind of Strat shaped. And I don't know what the body was made out of, but it had a mahogany neck and a rosewood fretboard and really thin frets, and it was red, and it had like 4 single coil pickups and like switches, kind of like on a like not quite rocker switches, but kind of like on an organ for different things. And never really knew what they did. But so that was my first electric guitar that belonged to my Uncle John. And I had, I was about, hey, you know what? Hey, Mom.
Hey, John.
This is going to work out great. So maybe my mom can help fill in the story if we can get her on camera. So if you guys, I need you guys to chant really loud, Sully's mom, Sully's mom. And she'll hear you and then she'll come in. That's how it works, right?
Do I hear people?
Yeah.
Chanting.
That's my mom.
I'm having coffee this morning.
You are.
And when I have coffee, I have it in a Sully's.
Close enough. We'll fix it in post. In a Sully Guitars mug.
Sully's Guitars
Coffee mug.
Coffee mug.
Because that's just what civilized people do. For
Absolutely.
God's sakes.
And you want one, don't you? You do. I know you do. Can't have mine.
Hey, that's mine.
Too funny.
All right, Mom. So over here is
Yes.
Facebook Live.
There's Facebook Live.
So
right
there's
there.
Facebook. That's a Facebook page.
Okay.
And this is on YouTube.
That's on YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Yeah, it's everybody on YouTube. There are
Oh, no.
all 5 people on
Yay.
YouTube.
Good morning, all 5 people on YouTube.
You'd think that YouTube would be more, not as successful with only 5 people on, but they're doing great.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
We feel good about that.
Fantastic.
Let's see. Okay, so Mike says hi, Mom.
Hi, Mike.
Alice says, Sully's mom. That is true.
Yes.
Lillian from Stockholm, Sweden
Goodness.
says, hey, Sully's mom. Oh, it says, Sully's mama, smiley face. Timothy
Hey.
Fox says, hey, Sully's mom.
Hey.
Jed Gilbert says, love, Mom.
Hey.
Dustin Atkins says, hi, Sully's mom.
Love y'all.
Dave Lavallo, heart, happy Saturday, Mom.
Yay. Thank you.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
We've got a lot. We've got friends from Australia that are watching. They should go to bed.
Yes. Way past your bedtime.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have a question about my first electric guitar,
Yes.
which belonged to your baby brother,
My baby brother.
my Uncle John.
Yep.
And this pineapple's pretty solid.
Good.
So it was a red guitar that belonged to Uncle John. And do you remember me getting that from Grandma's house?
I do remember you getting it there.
Was it under protest?
I don't really think so. No, I think any protest that was there was superficial at best.
Was quickly mitigated.
Absolutely.
Nice. So it was, it was this like a Strat style guitar made by a company called Maxitone, and I was probably 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right.
It's about right.
And I used to steal my stepdad's music books, and
Yes, he
I'm
did.
sure it caused no problems in the house whatsoever.
He didn't miss him. He
I
didn't miss him.
was I believe the word is unparentable. Yeah, pretty much. So let's see. So Gene Fisk's ask you, what was your first guitar? Your first guitar was a violin.
Yes, it was a violin. Yes.
So you started playing violin at what age?
I was in 4th grade.
So like 9, 10.
Something like that. Yep.
And then so how did you start playing? Like what made you want to start playing violin?
Oh, my father made me. You know, it was not a choice. It was you're going to learn an instrument, and that was it. We didn't have a piano, so I got to learn a violin, and that was okay. It was okay.
So you continued playing violin.
I did, all through college.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mom was a music major.
Yes, I was.
And then you played in symphonies.
I did that. Mm-hmm.
And I have to apologize to you, Mom, because I remember being the terrible child that I was as I'm pulling headphones down. I remember being small, maybe like 6, or we were living in Bloomingdale, and we had the piano on 319C Indiana Court in Bloomingdale, 60108. Our phone number was technically now 630-529-2467.
Yes.
Call it today and say hello. See, if anybody,
That's right.
if you want, just call 630-529-2467. Be very nice and say, you know what? Whoever answers, just tell them they look fabulous today. Because, right? If some stranger says, hey, you know what? You look great today. I hope you have a nice day. Who's this? Who cares? All right, thanks.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
you know, pass it along.
And pass it on, yeah.
So you played violin, you played piano,
Yep.
or you tried to,
Tried
as
to.
best as you could.
I tried to, yes. Self-taught.
And well, no, I don't mean like try to play, but you were really good. I mean like you tried to play in spite of having me running around the house in kiss makeup and superhero capes and.
It's the cross I bear, you know.
And so whatever, I remember there was the stairs that went down that went down or up
Or up, depending.
And there was a piano right there, and I remember many times whatever you were playing sounded like it was always in a very minor key, very sad, and I would okay, fine, whatever it was classical music, so I felt like it was funeral music, so I'd always pretend like I was bawling down, dying.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
And then like crawl, and like.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
But so, I'm sorry, because it was probably because of like. I know. I'm like, you know, all I want to do is just play this fucking piano and just can I just?
At least I know where you were and what you were doing, and you weren't out on the streets causing trouble. So
out on the streets causing trouble.
That's right.
That came later.
Yeah. Well. No accounting for taste.
Let's see. So, Mom played instruments. And then Mom also drew, and so a lot of music and any artistic ability that I have is from my mom. So thanks for that.
I drew mostly on lunch bags.
Well, later. She drew this really awesome R2D2 for me on my first day, I think, of second grade. I think it was when I was starting public school.
That probably is it.
So it was like my first day at Winnebago School in Bloomingdale, Illinois.
Yep.
So shout out to...
That's 60108.
60108, yeah. It was, I think that's on Evergreen. 195 Evergreen, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have to go there anymore, but...
And we're glad.
I mean, it's only been a few weeks, but they asked me to stop going. It was a thing. I just went with it. Let's see. I'm going to scoop this out of the way. So, Mrs. Sully sent me a text. Oh, Arden says, hi, Mrs. Sully. Yeah, Alex, yeah, we do look alike. We look a lot alike. And
here, I could do this too.
Yeah, we pretty much have the same hair.
Same hair. Look at that.
Look at that. So
pretty scary.
It is. Well, it is what it is. Let's not put labels on
things.
That's
true.
We're gonna try some cantaloupe wadi for you.
Very good.
Mm.
It's good for you.
And some solid cantaloupe, not mediocre cantaloupe. No, I'm sorry. There's a honeydew. Wait, no.
You know we're good with colors, no.
No, just black everything. Okay, so I had Uncle John's guitar, and one thing that I remember about that guitar was not just the guitar, but the case that it came in, because it was like 60s. It had like some like 60s kind of style to it, and the top lid was like houndstooth pattern, and and that was kind of fun and cool. So much so that as part of the conspiracy series that I'm working on. Gig bags and hardshell cases and things like that. The samples for the hardshell cases, they're all like houndstooth check. It's super obnoxious, and I love that. So I'm really excited about seeing those. I'm missing a fair amount of questions, so I apologize for that. But so I played Uncle John's guitar, and then as part of kind of like a behave and get good grades and I'll reward you kind of deal with my dad. I was on the honor roll. I was freshman year. It was not for like the entire year. I was a freshman in high school, and it was like maybe for a quarter. I got like a B average. So maybe so that I guess that's probably not the honor roll, but
well, it's close enough.
It's close.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Who's counting?
220, 221, whatever it takes. So I got so this would have been like 85 maybe, and I got a used 83 BC Rich NJ Warlock, and it was midnight blue, and it was awesome. I loved that guitar. That was the coolest, and I don't have it anymore, sadly, but
that was my first good like electric guitar. And then soon after, because I always wanted a Les Paul, and my stepdad had he had a Les Paul, and when he was at work, I would sneak into your room and I would
Yes,
grab
I
that
know,
guitar.
I
I mean,
know.
it was not subtle. I would
No.
just play it, and,
No.
and I remember.
Was that the year you also painted your room?
That was when I painted my bedroom red.
Yeah.
That was 8th grade.
Oh.
So that was
okay,
after. So,
okay,
so I already
got
had
it.
the red room
Got
by
it.
then. So how did that come about?
I really don't remember. I was in shock. Absolutely in shock. The boy wanted to paint his room blood red. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Let's see. My first good electric was a BC Warlock too. See, Greg, I knew that we'd be good pals. It was like I'm guessing that that was an idea that I could do. That was like your idea to kind of keep me occupied during the summer.
Yeah, but it wasn't my idea to go red.
No.
No.
You said you want to
You
paint
could paint
your
your
room.
room. Yeah, paint your room.
I didn't paint. I don't think I painted all the walls red. I thought it was just a few.
Mm.
I think it was red and white because I remember painting my light switch like half red and white.
I remember that. Yeah, it could be.
It was, and I remember that the paint color was called Valentine.
Oh, heartthrob. Oh, I don't know. Very cute.
It's called Valentine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that was summer after 8th grade graduation.
Okay, well that was enough to just kind of start the Alzheimer's kicking in. Kind of black that out. Can't remember that period very well.
Oh, Derek Muncie's watching.
Hey, Derek.
Do you remember Derek?
I
Muncie?
remember Derek Muncie.
See.
Yeah, I do.
So Derek was in the very first band that I was in like I think that was like freshman year of high school.
The birthday party at the cabin in the park.
Oh, that was Angel Harshfield's 16th birthday.
Oh my God, that was the first time I ever saw you on stage in spandex.
Yeah. Actually, I think I think we played at the Thirsty Whale before then. That was at
You
the bar.
did, but I don't think I got there.
You were there.
I was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that Alzheimer's kicked in early.
She was there. Yeah. So Derek, do you remember we played Angel Harshfield's 16th birthday party at the log cabin in Lombard? Derek saying, yeah, I do. It was fun. Good times. Yeah, okay, so let's scroll through and see if we have any other questions here. Okay, so Greg. Now I know where did you get that beautiful hair? Lots of people are saying hi. We really look alike. Well, that's good. Oh, Mike. Oh, this is good. What was your first tattoo? And Mom, did you freak out?
Yes. I don't remember what the first one was.
Mighty Mouse.
Oh, goodness.
It was Mighty Mouse. I was 17. And so that was October 22nd, 1988. I had just turned 17. And there was a tattoo parlor in Elgin, Illinois, called Ray's Tattoos. And hey, Gabe Delory, he went to also Lombard. We went to junior high and high school together, and he actually just came to visit a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oops. That's why won't that? Okay, wait. Up. Okay, cool. So I had just turned 17, and my friend Steve. Sorry. Again, I'm sorry. This is very cathartic. This is very helpful because, we haven't had these conversations.
No.
So my friend Steve, who was a little bit older than me, actually I think he was a year older, but
Was he really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a year older than Mark.
He should have known better.
So Ray's Tattoos, they were a little lax on following the law and age requirements and things like that at the time. I'm sure it's much different now if it's still around or whatever. So and Dan is here. He goes, yeah, I got 2 tattoos from the same place. But Dan was at least 18.
Yeah.
I think I drew Dan's first tattoo. It was a musical. It was an 8th note with a rose wrapped around it.
There you go.
So it was Mighty Mouse, and I got it, and I was staying over at Steve's that weekend, and and I'm like, how am I gonna, I didn't really, I'm like, I wasn't super worried about like consequences, which is has been kind of a standard thing for me. But I remember, so I was out, and then we had, I think like Meg's friend was staying with us around that time because I remember I was sleeping on the hide bed. I don't remember why. Anyway, who knows? This was at the apartment in Lombard on. Oh my gosh, it was Fox. No, Dan. What was it? Dan. What was it? What was the name of the apartment complex I used to live in that one year? Anyway, so it was there, and I talked to Tom on the phone one morning, and I said something like, I got a tattoo, and do you think my mom's gonna freak out about it? And it was kind of like, well, I'm sure she's not gonna be happy, but like, what the hell are you gonna do?
Exactly.
But I do remember when I first started piercing my ears.
Yeah.
And I was really, really nervous about hiding it. So I would like hairspray, like this part, like really, 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 really tight. I mean, and the rest of my hair too, but like this was like fossilized. And the only thing that you said was, John, if you're gonna have an earring, just don't wear something so damn sparkly. Sounds about right.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work for the memory book.
Dan said he totally remembers all of this. Oh, the getting tattoos and stuff like that. So that Mighty Mouse was my first tattoo.
Happy birthday, Danny.
Oh, Drew is going to Lombard for the barbecue. Man,
Yay.
Very nice. If the log cabin, Drew actually he now has 2 of my guitars, and he's got like 700 of them on order.
Awesome.
And so we love that about Drew.
Yeah.
If you go by the log cabin, was that on Highland? I don't know. I think so. Like Highland Pass, but whatever. I could get there. If you go there and just wave and play. Make sure that you have Dawkins Alone Again playing, because that was the Angel's dad made us play it twice because it was slow, so he could have a dance with his daughter. DJ's watching. Hi, DJ. Okay, yeah. Dan says, thank you. You should put the earring quote on a t-shirt.
There you go. There you go.
Very nice. Let's see. How's it going over there? How you doing? Everybody good? There's 5 people watching. I'm not seeing any comments or questions or anything here. Oh, wait, there they. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I just figured out the comments. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. So hello. What's up, Sully? What's up, AJ? Oh, AJ. I used to work with AJ. People are saying hi to you, Mom.
Hey.
Is Sully there? Yes, I'm right here. Think he just chats on the Facebook feed. No, I'm sorry. I had the comments hidden accidentally on the YouTube channel, so I have revealed them. So the comments pop up, but and then they kind of fade away. I guess like a memory, I guess you could say. But anyway. I think DJ or somebody is signed in as Sully Guitars because we're commenting on my own stuff. That's kind of fun. Sometimes I have other people that are appointed as like content providers, so they could do like a live stream. Mr. Nelson, maybe.
There you go.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe, you're the best. I pierced my own ear in the bathroom of the Lombard roller ring. Fuck yeah, you did. That is great. Tammy Nash Morris says, hi, Sully. Hi, Mom. Have a great weekend. Have a good weekend. Well, I'm assuming you meant great. So, right back at you. Taylor. Nice. Mrs. Sully bringing beauty to the show. You too, I guess, Sully. Rock on. Thank you, Mark. Let's go back to, as I've got some decent cantaloupe here. No, okay. So, I do have the comments up on the YouTube channel. If any of you guys have questions for me or my mom, Perfecto de Castro is watching, and I'm very excited about that. He has the coolest name in the world, and he's one of the coolest guys I know. Also plays the Sully. I'm not saying those two things are related, but it could be. They're not. He's just really cool. See, and he loved that comment.
Yeah.
Let's see. there's some other questions. Were there any other ridiculous head shaking moments? No, it's been perfect the entire
Absolutely, absolutely perfect, absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, your ear piercing is similar to my ear piercing.
Mm.
I was in a rehearsal for a concert,
Mm-hmm.
and during a break, we went to a group room at
Right.
the college I was in, and a whole bunch of gals were lined up to pierce their ears. So I got in line,
Yeah.
and we had ice cubes
Mm-hmm.
and needles and a potato. And that's how we did it.
That's
and
how we did it. We
Exactly.
liked it.
And then I went back on stage for the practice, and the lights were so hot. My ear was just throbbing red,
Right.
and it was an ugly turquoise butterfly. But you know, that's what we did back in the '60s.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I pierced my own, I would just take a stud and just go and just drive it through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing that always weirded me out of it is like the pops as it would break.
Yes, I know. It was really awful.
I'm like, no.
You look just like your mom. Morning, Mom.
Yes,
Morning.
we definitely look related,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yes.
It's the glasses.
It is.
No,
it is.
it's not.
It's the forehead, the glasses.
Let's see. What does Mom think of pointy guitars? So like pointy. You know,
Pointy, I see, pointy. They are guitars. If they work, they work.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Here's some more. Let's see. I had asked a question last week, but I had a horrible connection. I was wondering if having your garage door open and the humidity/heat, etc., affects your guitar building. Yes and no. Most of the woods and stuff are dried out to a certain moisture content. Sometimes, like if I've just like shaped a neck, or cut it out and like routed a neck pocket, and if it's going to get glued in, if it's like really humid, I won't necessarily sand. It'll be a tighter fit than like when it's kind of dry, because wood swells, contracts, expands. So stuff like that is really that can happen from time to time. If it's super humid, super rainy, I won't necessarily put the back shapes in necks because you're removing so much material. I want to try and keep it, save that for days where the temperatures are a little more consistent. But yeah. I did get my mom's looks. I do look a lot like my mom. That is true. And there was a picture, an old picture. It came up on Facebook Memories it was my dad and Grandpa and Uncle Ken and Uncle Steve and Uncle John and Megan and you and me and it was funny because Uncle John was standing like right behind you, and Uncle John had long hair at the time, and I'm like,
Yes.
holy crap, I look just like my mom and my Uncle John.
Yeah.
And then
That was old. That was in the '60s.
it wouldn't have been in the
No, it couldn't have
60s
been in
because
the
I was
60s.
alive.
That's right, you were alive. Sorry, never mind. Yes, it was the old '60s furniture we were sitting on.
Yes.
In my grandmother's and my mother's
Yeah.
TV room type
Mhm.
thing.
Yep. And
I
then
remember.
you get the wallpaper on the back
Yes.
wall had never changed.
Nope.
Let's see. Oh, we can scroll down here. Let's go back. Oh, wait, what? Log cabin, Main and 16th. Sounds about right,
That's
Drew.
all right, yeah.
The trifecta Banksy is here. Yes, he is.
Yep.
Okay, I think we have some comments over here. Sully, you ever consider doing a complete build video? I kind of have already, but no, I won't do any more of the build style videos like I used to do them. There's a 6-part, I think it's a 6-part video series on the YouTube channel, all about building a neck through Raven. So you can see that stuff there. There's a lot of GoPro footage and stuff like that. So you can see it. It's in there. Gabe, I am an essential oil user. We have worked to eliminate a lot of chemicals from home. Nice. Would you happen to know if using lemon oil is good to apply to fretboards? Or can you recommend the best way, to clean a fretboard? Yes. So lemon oil is really just mineral oil with some lemon scent added. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't get oil from a lemon. Adam Nanyas, who is a delightful human being, says hello.
Hello.
So I do use lemon oil. It's not a bad little fretboard conditioner.
It's good for your neck though,
Wait, what?
lemon oil.
Yes. So everybody, let's get some lemon oil. Let's slather our necks.
Not your fretboard.
Listen to my mom. It's good for the necks.
I'm doing it. I can't help you, man.
No, it's needed. It is absolutely needed. You can, so to clean, like if the fretboard's really grungy, you can scrape gently with a razor blade, brand new razor blade, nice and fine, just hitting the surfaces. It's just like this. Go 2 hands, really. Or you can, that's a little aggressive, you can take naphtha or Zippo lighter fluid, put a little bit of that on a cloth, and then use that to clean your fretboard to get the grime off, and then hit it with, you can use lemon oil if you want to after that, for sure. You absolutely can. Don't necessarily do that at every string change. Some people will like oil and condition the fretboard at every single string change, and that isn't really necessary. You can over oil that stuff. So there you go. There you go. See, Adam thinks you're funny, because you are. Anybody else have any questions? Oh, there was a question over here. I think somebody asked if I still have any of those Fueled by Tacos guitar picks. I do have some. Yes, I do. Gabe says, awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. YouTube, is it hard to route a forearm cut for binding? Can be. I generally don't bind bodies that have a forearm drop. Easiest way to do it is, it's not necessarily easy, but you kind of have to have a router that is floating like overhead. I mean, not actually. I mean, if you can get a router to levitate, you're golden, but it's kind of hard to keep them at perpendicular and whatnot, other angles. There's a StewMac has a jig set up for that sort of thing, where it's the router is above the guitar body and it's kind of on a spring. So, and as it rides the body and as the height drops, it will kind of move with that. The thing that you gotta take into consideration though is that if your forearm contour drops, it's a steep drop, it can't necessarily follow that. So there's a guy on YouTube, David Fletcher. He has a fantastic video about that very thing. So I suggest, if you don't currently follow Fletcher's handcrafted guitars on YouTube, you're doing yourself a terrible disservice. Stop doing that. Want more for yourself, and follow him. And he's Australian, so I mean, that's fun. Gives you that intercontinental feel. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's whatever. It's from another country and it's fun. Cheers, mate. All right. Okay, Gabe says, awesome, thank you. All right, cool. I think we got, okay, we're caught up there. I think we're caught up here. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yes, I've already answered that. Good. Anybody else have any questions for my mom?
Mom needs more coffee.
You want to get some more coffee?
I need more coffee.
Okay, Mom's going to go get some coffee. So while she gets some coffee,
Yeah.
you guys can think of some questions that you might like to ask about what a darling delight I must have been to raise. She's laughing. She is laughing. You're going to the Guitar Sanctuary this week. That is awesome. You should. Don't just go buy one of the Sully guitars that they have. You know what? Buy both of the Sully guitars that they have in stock. They will be very appreciative of that. They have a 71 Trella in a killer black fade. It's Carina body, Carina neck, really nice quilt top, black hardware. They also have a trans purple Raven with a really killer curly maple top that was from a stash that I was hoarding for some time. Mom is not in the Chicago area. Mom lives in Colorado. My dad lives in the Chicago area. Oak Brook Terrace, to be exact. Mom is cool. Mom's fun. Your mom is awesome. Yes, that is 100% correct. See, Mom, everybody thinks you're great. Let me think of some other me think of some, if there's any fun stories I can think of. I don't know. I think my mom more than had her hands more than full with young Sully, young teenage Sully, um, because as mentioned, words like unparentable apply to me. It's not that I was a bad kid. I just didn't really. I just always did whatever I wanted, and that was really that. I could have been far worse, but I'm sure I could have been a lot better. I'm sure we can all say that about ourselves if we think about it, right? Right? Right now, Nico wants me to scratch her butt. Nico's a dog. She's kind of out of frame. Hi, Nico. Hi, baby. Hi. How are you? You want to see the people over there? No? Okay. Why don't you go lay down, sister? Let's see. Any fun stories that involve King Diamond? I know he lives that. Yeah, he does live near here. He lives in Frisco, which is like the next town over from me. I've never seen him. I've never seen him. I know Eddie Trunk was here and did his show live from Guitar Sanctuary, and he was a guest, but I wasn't there that day. I'm sorry. What was the very first build you did by yourself? Oops. Cancel. Let's hit cancel. Trying to get that. What was the very first build you did all by yourself? I started out with just making parts guitars. It's actually in a closet. It's just like a black Super Strat thing, and now it has a Jackson PC3 neck on it. Okay, so no, I don't have any King Diamond stories, unfortunately. I've heard he's a really nice dude, but I have not encountered him as I have been out and about. Dan is laughing. Oh yes, she did. LOL. Have her hands full. Yes, that is true. Dan was probably, well, not probably. Dan was a positive influence on young Sully because he so he was my best bud, and while I was maybe unparentable, Dan was a good dude, and I mean he still is a good dude. He's still with us and a nice person, and you should get to know him. You'd be glad you did. But I know that like if I was hanging out with Dan versus some of my other friends, I'm sure my mom was probably in a much better mood. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
She said yes. She's agreeing there. Okay. So kids, I think I'm scrolling through to see if I missed anything. There's a 15 to 20 second delay between Facebook and YouTube. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I love that story, Gabe, about you piercing your own ear at a Lombard roller rink. That is just the best. I mean, that is something to, I mean, so that was what, like 7th grade, 8th grade, somewhere around there? I mean, that's fucking rad, man. That's fun. I like it. That's awesome. So I think we'll stop here. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know I did. It was nice to share with you guys every Saturday morning, and super excited to bring my mom on as a special guest. And yeah, so I guess we'll cut it short here. And 7th grade, the popping sound freaked me out. Yeah. Good times. I pierced my ear once in history class, Mr. Rosenzweig. So anyway. Okay, we'll talk to you next week. Well, so YouTube folks, I generally, I do a lot more live streaming stuff on the Facebook page just because it's a little bit easier. But I will be sure to include you guys on the Saturday morning breakfasts. For all 5 of you that are watching, thank you for doing so. Tell a friend, and in true, YouTube style, video style, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tell a friend, won't you? Okay, bye. Wait. Okay, yes, I want to end streaming.